Level 1. The mirror. You are standing in a bathroom at night, not because anything happened, but because one angle caught you wrong. You lean closer. You turn your face left, then right. You pull your shirt tighter against your stomach. You lift your chin. You tense your jaw. And then you see it. One detail, small enough to ignore yesterday, big enough to ruin tonight. It was always there, but now it looks like evidence. You open your phone and search one harmless thing, how to look better in photos. Then another, how to lose face fat. Then another, best body transformation. You tell yourself this is normal. Everyone wants to improve. But this is how the system enters. Not through hatred, through correction. It does not say, you are ugly. That would be too direct. It says, you could be better. And better sounds reasonable. So the mirror stops being a mirror. It becomes a scoreboard.
Level 2. The feed. The next morning, your phone remembers what you searched. A man with a perfect jawline drinks green powder from a glass jar. A woman with visible abs says she used to feel bloated and depressed. A teenager claims he changed his face in 90 days. You watch one video, then another. Then the feed starts arranging bodies like evidence in a case built against you. The algorithm does not know you as a person. It knows you as a pattern. It knows where you paused. It knows which before and after you replayed. It knows when you zoomed in. It knows which comment hurt enough to make you keep reading. In 1954, Leon Festinger described social comparison. People judge themselves by comparing themselves to others. But Festinger did not have TikTok. He did not have a machine that could test 10,000 bodies against one insecurity.
Level 3. The routine. You decide to be serious. You buy a bathroom scale. You buy a measuring tape. You buy a water bottle the size of a weapon. You download an app. The app asks for your age, height, weight, goal weight, activity level. It turns your body into boxes on a form. For the first week, it feels clean. You wake up early. You walk more. You eat better. Discipline feels like power. Then the scale moves. Only a little, but it is enough. You start checking every morning. At first, it is data. Then it becomes weather. If the number is lower, the day feels safe. If the number is higher, the day is contaminated before it begins. This is the first trick. Numbers sound objective. Numbers do not sound like shame. Numbers sound like science. So shame starts wearing a lab coat. Your body is not a straight line. Water shifts, sleep shifts, stress shifts, salt shifts, hormone shift. A late dinner can change the number. A hard workout can change the number. A bad night can change the number. But the app does not care about your life. It wants the streak. Day 7, day 14, day 30. Now you are not building a habit. You are protecting a chain.
Then the calories arrive. At first, they feel like a map. You learn numbers for everything: coffee, bread, oil, sauce, fruit, gum. A meal is no longer a meal. It is a calculation with guilt attached. You start negotiating with hunger. If you eat this now, you must earn it later. If you rest today, you must punish yourself tomorrow. The body becomes an account you are always trying to balance.
Level 4. The transformation economy. Once you become serious, the market becomes serious too. The first product is cheap, a protein bar near the checkout. Then powder. Then a supplement bottle with black packaging and red letters. Then a meal plan. Then a workout program. Then a coach. Every purchase hides the same promise. This is the missing piece. Not the last piece, just the next one. In 1982, Jane Fonda released her first workout video. It sold millions. That was the moment fitness escaped the gym and entered the living room. Then came magazines, then television ads, then Instagram, then short videos that fit inside your hand. Every era sold the same dream with new packaging. You are one system away from becoming the person in the picture. But the picture was never a destination. It was bait.
If the product worked forever, the market would lose you. So it gives you something better than results. Hope that expires. 30-day challenge. 6-week shred. Summer body plan. New Year transformation. The clock starts again and again. And every time you fail to become the image, the system does not apologize. It says the image was right. You were just not disciplined enough. The market does not need you broken. It needs you almost fixed. Close enough to believe the next product will save you. Unhappy enough to buy it. Hopeful enough to return. That is the business model. Not despair. Despair stops spending. The perfect customer is someone who still believes the next routine, bottle, coach, or challenge will finally unlock the life they were promised.
Level 5. The before and after. 2 photos appear on your screen. Left side, bad light, bad posture, soft stomach, blank face. Right side, bright light, flexed muscles, smooth skin, smile. The caption says, same person, 6 months apart. Your brain understands the story instantly. Left is failure. Right is salvation. The body is only part of the trick. The before photo is never just a body. It is loneliness, laziness, rejection, weakness. The after photo is never just a body. It is confidence, sex, money, revenge, control. You are not being sold abs. You are being sold a moral upgrade. That is why the format works so well. It turns life into a 2-panel religion, the unacceptable you and the marketable you. So you take your own before photo. You stand in bad light. You let your shoulders fall. You make your face empty. You promise yourself you will never be this person again.
But real bodies do not live in 2 panels. Real bodies get tired. Real bodies bloat. Real bodies age. Real bodies change through stress, medication, grief, illness, work, love, and time. The before version was not your enemy. It was just you. Level 6. The laboratory. There is an experiment from 1944 that the body industry rarely mentions. It was called the Minnesota Starvation Experiment. The scientist was Ansel Keys. 36 young men volunteered to help researchers understand starvation after World War II. Their food was restricted for months. And something strange happened. Their bodies changed, but their minds changed too. They became obsessed with food. They talked about it constantly. They read cookbooks. They dreamed about meals. Some cut food into tiny pieces. Some took longer and longer to eat. Their moods collapsed. This matters because modern fitness often sells restriction as personality. It calls it clean eating, discipline, control, grind set. But sometimes obsession is not dedication. Sometimes it is the brain trying to survive. Hunger is not a character flaw. It is an alarm. Fatigue is not moral failure. It is a signal. But online, nobody shows the cost. They show the morning run, the meal prep box, the cold shower, the gym mirror, the caption, no excuses. You watch it at midnight, exhausted, and feel guilty for being human. But the body does not care about captions. The body keeps receipts. Level 7. The meeting. Picture a clean conference room. A whiteboard, a slide deck, a brand manager, a growth strategist, and a creator with 3 million followers. Nobody says, let's make people hate themselves. That would sound evil. They say something softer. Retention, conversion, pain point, transformation journey. Then they choose the thumbnail where the body looks most broken. This is the villain, but not like in a movie. No single person is controlling everything. It is a system of incentives. Apps need attention. Brands need insecurity. Influencers need proof. Coaches need clients. Platforms need you to stay long enough for another ad. Your dissatisfaction becomes useful. Not because everyone is cruel, because the machine pays better when you remain unfinished. So the feed learns to speak in your own voice. It says, you want health. It says, you want confidence. It says, you want discipline. And maybe you do. That is what makes the trap so clean. The lie is not that movement can help. It can. The lie is not that food matters. It does. The lie is that your body is the final proof of your worth. Level 8. The perfect body prison. One day, people start complimenting you. You look different. What did you do? You have discipline. For a few seconds, it works. Proof finally arrives. People noticed. The mirror was right. The work meant something. But compliments can be dangerous. They turn the prison into applause. Now, you are not only afraid of the old body, you are afraid of losing the new story. You cannot skip the gym because people know you as the disciplined one. You cannot eat normally at dinner because someone might notice. You cannot gain weight because then the transformation reverses. Your body becomes public property. Friends comment on it.
Strangers rate it. Apps track it. Brands target it. Algorithms sharpen it. And the more perfect you become, the smaller your life can get.
You stop going places where food is unpredictable. You stop taking photos unless the angle is safe. You stop resting because rest feels like losing. This is the part nobody puts in the program. The body can improve while the room around your soul gets smaller. You thought the ideal body would give you freedom, but now you need permission from it to live. And then, one night, you stand in front of the mirror again. Same bathroom, same light, same body, in a different year. Only now you understand the trick. The system never needed you to hate yourself completely. It only needed you to stay unfinished. Because an unfinished person keeps clicking, keeps buying, keeps comparing, keeps tracking, keeps asking the mirror for a verdict.
You try to leave, but the feed follows. Now it shows body neutrality, then healthy habits, then soft discipline, then glow up without obsession. Even the exit becomes content. The system can sell rebellion too. It can package recovery, it can brand balance, it can turn peace into another aesthetic you are supposed to perform correctly. That is how deep it goes. The exit is not pretending your body does not matter. It does matter. It carries you. It protects you. It lets you touch the world. The exit is refusing to turn it into a courtroom. Move because you are alive, not because you are on trial. Eat because the body is not an enemy. Rest because machines do not need rest, but humans do. And you are still human.
So you look again, not as a project, not as a before photo, not as a failed version waiting to be corrected, just as a person, a living person. And for the first time, the mirror loses some of its power. Because maybe you were never fighting your body. Maybe you were fighting an industry that learned how to speak in your own voice and called it motivation.